Survivor Speaks is the name at the end of the day. People love me or hate me, I don't care either way. Breast cancer busted through like a leaf in the night. A cancer's ass was knocked out before the end of the fight. A cheer for y'all, coming through, knocking everything out. This is how if you see, I do nothing for clout. Just like cancer, I'll let nothing take me out. So be respectful when you step foot inside of my house. Over here to have your ass escorted on out. So hop up out the bushes, wrap your feet, take a seat, and get comfortable and chill with your girl. Survivor Speaks, yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Who, what? I'm Survivor Speak. What time is it? What time is it? It's time for you to hit that like and subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you get a notification each and every time that I go live. Yeah, it's Naziah Speaks and it's showtime, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here. Peace. This video is being shown to you under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowances is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, education, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Smash that like button. Let's go. What up, what's up, good people? It's your favorite breast cancer survivor, Survivor Speaks, here with a very quick live, y'all. Very quick live. So, today's live, y'all, we're going to talk briefly about a case from, you got it, Detroit. I don't know what is going on in Detroit, but there are some very sketchy cases coming out of Detroit that are making a national news, bringing awareness to this thing that we got going on, the issues with children being taken advantage of, being exploited. It's quite disturbing. So let's get right into it. Like I said, it's going to be very brief. And I didn't take the happy birthday to me out of the banner, but if it was here yesterday, I did give you some news about where I have been. My mom is not doing well. Well, no, she's doing well. Let me rephrase that. So my mom is doing well, but last week it was just, and this week it has been a mess. So anybody that is here, I'll get into who is in the chat right after I just go over the brief. I did the brief overview of what we're going to be looking at today. So she is doing well. As a matter of fact, she's doing better than, expected. And I believe that she'll be home in a couple of days. But your girl, I'm there all day. The only reason why I think I am here a little early today, I was home early yesterday. My daughter had to work, so I need to get my daughter from work. So here I am. And I said that, I know that and I know that, my subscribers, supporters, everybody understands. But that this is an outlet for me, spending time with you guys. I love it. So a Detroit police officer has been suspended, allegedly sending inappropriate text messages to a 12-year-old girl. The disturbing details have sparked outrage and a full investigation. So what do the texts say? How did authorities respond? So stay tuned as we break down this shocking case. So, because police officers are supposed to serve and protect, not exploit and take advantage of children. And so I was going to not schedule this live because I do have some things that I need to set up. But I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to do that because this is going to be a very quick one. And I do miss you all. I miss you all. So let's see what this case is about. Like first, let's see, like, who is in the building right now. Uh, so I like to say hello, Rebecca. You're the only one that came on out the bushes, but we got about Becca Cry. Oh, what's going on? I forgot to put the I had this typed and didn't even hit enter. But we got 5 people that is in the bushes. We don't bite. But if you're in the bushes, please hit the like button. This is not like Instagram. It's not like Facebook or even Twitter. It doesn't say who liked the video if you like it. It's just a way to show support for the free 99 and get the video pushed out into the algorithm. Now, your girl has not been live much lately because of the emergency that I had. And so I would greatly, greatly appreciate it if you're in the bushes, hit that hit the like button or thumbs down. Up, down, up, down, up. Sometimes my computer, just when I do this, it'll show the up button. I don't know, it does it. It's crazy. So anyway, first, Becca, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for jumping out the bushes. You always come on out the bushes and, hang out with your girl. And I greatly appreciate you. So the first thing that we're going to get into we're going to look at a brief video regarding this case. And then we're actually going to look at the text messages. Like, what in the PDF is going on here? Shout out to this young lady who was brave enough to say something, to her parents after the whole ordeal. I love that for her. I love when children are brave enough to say, hey, even though they shouldn't. What's up, Emily? What's going on, Emily? Thank you so much for being here. I love when children are brave enough to say, hey, this happened, that happened. So if you're listening to the music in the background and you like what you hear, let me briefly share No One's link really quick. You can head over to No One. You would have to work the details out yourself if you're a content creator looking for music to put behind your videos. And here, his link is right here. Let me put his link in the chat. Here he goes. Here it is. So that is No One's link. You guys can just go on ahead and reach out to No One and work the details out yourselves. And yeah, if he comes in here, if he pops in here, I do have it, but anywho, that is No One's link. So let's, Rebecca, I am feeling pretty good today. Like I said, my mom's doing great. I see her, coming home, and she's actually like, how they have levels to stuff, and they, she's, stepped down because she's doing, well. So they moved her down. I'm grateful and happy for that. So, let's get right into it. So I'm going to bring a video over. Shout out to Fox Channel 2 for this video. It's a short clip about this. I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to do better, y'all. I'm trying to do better. But it is so hard. Because I don't understand what's going on with these. And this guy is supposed to protect and serve. This is not the definition of protect and serve. It didn't say protect and serve yourself. Y'all, okay now. It's just that the world that we live in today, it is so freaking crazy. And I don't understand like what is going on with the children. Now, when I say with the children, there is someone else that says what's going on with the children. And she has a story to tell, and it is way out there, and it's sad, and people are exposing her finally because she's a fraud. And that makes it so bad. I refuse to say her name on my channel, but it makes it so bad for other children that are really, that have really tried, that really have been abused, or someone, in this case, what this officer was doing was trying to groom this young lady. I see it no other way. I see it no other way. You were trying to groom this 12-year-old child, and it got caught. It backfired. And oh boy, her daddy had a lot to say about it. Okay, so let's take a look at the video. Shout out to Fox 2 Detroit for this video that's being used for educational purposes under the Fair Use Act of 1976, bringing awareness, and educating the people about what's going on today. Now this, I'm going to let Fox 2 go ahead and do what they did with this video.
Detroit police officer accused of sending dirty texts to a 12-year-old girl, his own spouse's daughter. 37-year-old Earl Anderson Jr. charged with accosting a child for immoral purposes, a 4-year felony if convicted. Anderson has been suspended from the line of duty.
It's a message thread back and forth between Mr. Anderson and a 12-year-old child with sexualized type messages.
Were they pictures?
So I'm not going to go too much into all of the evidence, but I will state that they're inappropriate. They're messages back and forth that have a sexualized undertone to them.
Detective John Talos with Warren Police says there's around 10 messages in total that were allegedly sent between Anderson and the 12-year-old in the late night hours. Warren PD were informed last month after the girl told a family member.
We also want the victim in this case to know that she did a wonderful job reporting this immediately to family, and she did exactly what we would hope that any child would have the knowledge and the courage to do, which is to report this to the police department.
We're talking about a young little child, 12 years old. We're talking about a child who has to now live with uncertainty about police officers, and every child for that matter, when something like this happens.
Detroit Police Chief Todd Bettison said a statement reading, "These allegations are concerning, troubling to be exact, because the alleged crime occurred in the city of Warren. Warren PD has taken the lead on the investigation. Pursuant to DPD's policy, our internal affairs unit is conducting a parallel investigation. Earlier today, I suspended Officer Anderson from duty. Next, I will submit paperwork to the Board of Police Commissioners to remove Officer Anderson from our department payroll." Anderson's bond was set at $200,000 cash surety. He is still in the jail. If he does post bond, he's not allowed to have any contact with any minors or internet access. His next court date set for March 18th. Reporting in Warren, Scott Walczak, Fox 2 News.
Okay, and so there we have it. There we have it. Allie, what's going on? Good evening. I decided to come on tonight. It's going to be a really quick one. Listen, back up. Listen, I'm just not understanding all of the crimes against children, and you're supposed to be serving and protecting the community. These kids are supposed to trust police officers. This stuff is happening more now. I don't believe for one second that this is something that just started. I don't believe that. So I do believe that, this has been happening. So with the internet and everything else, so social media and all of the digital upgrades and everything, it's just being brought to the light. So now we're going to actually take a look at some of those text messages. And this is an article that's being shared from channel 4 Detroit. Well, it's Click on Detroit, the Insider. And I'm going to share this tab here, and then we're going to take a look at the article and look at some of those text messages. He definitely, Rebecca, he definitely knew better than that. But some, and I said some, police officers, or even not just police officers, people with an authoritative role. What's up? No one is in the building. His link is up top. I've already told them if they need that good music for content behind their video, to go on ahead and click no one's link. So Allie says, so many things happening to poor kiddos. Like, what is honestly going on in the world? It's so sad how many things people are doing to kiddos makes me sad. And no one, what up, fam? Hit the like button. Thank you so much, no one. I had already asked them to hit the like button for the free 99. That's a good way to support the show, support the channel. This is going to be a really quick one because I am definitely, taking some time to breathe today. And just to give you guys an update, because you guys were here yesterday, my mom is doing fairly well. And so I'm glad about that. I'm here early because my daughter worked and I had to get her from work. So my mother was, actually, going to sleep and drifting off. She was, she ate. She has her appetite. She eats, she drinks, all that stuff. And so she's doing awesomely well. And so I'm here. So I started to cancel this because I got some things that I need to work on. I'm like, oh, it's early. Let me work on it. But I was like, you know what? I already scheduled a live. This is going to be a quick one. So let's get into this article really quick. And then at the end of the article is where the text message is where the text messages are. And I just don't even understand. Like, there is so much going on in this world today against children. It is really, really sad. And not it just in, being, thank God they caught this PDF. But some people take positions of authority, and I'm not just talking about police officers. I'm talking about whatever positions, like teachers. It's a position of authority, right? When you're in school, for the time that you're in school, you're looking up to those teachers. Who knows that the teachers are going to try and be a creep? If you're somebody that plays sports, you're looking up to a coach. Again, authority. Someone with someone that is an authority figure. So, you get into these positions, you gain the trust of these children, and then you violate the trust. And like the article said, this young lady, thank goodness that, she has good parents, because I guess this creep was the mother's boyfriend. That's another thing. Be careful who you bringing around your children. He laying there texting your daughter, or at work, wherever the heck he was. We're gonna find out. I'm happy to hear your mom had a good day. Yeah, she had a good day yesterday too. She was doing well. It's just it's just it's going to be a process, but nonetheless, I do see that her being released in the next couple of days. So thank you so much, no one. So yeah, that part. So yeah, let's bring this over here so we can get through this. And we're not going to be here long, good people. Thank you all for tapping in. Just hit the like button. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, so let's share this article. Shout out to, like I said, Channel 4 Detroit, to click on Detroit for this article that's being shared for educational purposes and for under the Fair Use Act of 1976. Let's get it. Shout out to them. I'll cite you guys in the sources. Thank you so much. So I don't even think, I think I tried this before to zoom in, and I don't think that it worked. Let me see. Let me see if this will work. Let me see. I'll be trying this stuff. No, I don't think that go the wrong way. I don't know. Listen. All right. That didn't work, and I don't know what had happened was. I don't know. So let me see if I do this, if that will help. No, that made it go far back. Oh wow. Oh yeah, but where is the zoom? It should be right here. That's not it. Oh, there we go. Let's see. All right. Well, let's see. It's zoomed in. All right, there we go, y'all. There we go, y'all. Uh-huh. All right. So I think y'all can see that a little bit more. Okay, so all right, so we're gonna start here. Text messages posted by the father of a 12-year-old girl led to the suspension of a Detroit police officer. So it's the text messages, like I said, and it's happening more and more with the children. Yes. So this is what I don't like. They suspended him. He on an administrative leave, but he's still getting paid. But they, we saw the video. They said that they're putting in the paperwork for him to lose his pay. You want to play, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Hopefully, the parent of the mother of the child had like no inkling or no clue and just didn't overlook it. Or maybe I'm dating a police officer, I feel safe. Who knows? But her daddy, oh baby. So the Detroit Police Department confirmed Monday night, March 3rd of 2025, that Officer Earl Raynard Anderson Jr. Now, he got a senior out there somewhere, and I know he is disappointed, hopefully. He has been placed on paid administrative leave. Now, did he get out yet? I doubt it if he got out yet. I don't know. Maybe he did. Maybe they got him out. Normally, if they don't, if he's part of like the PBA, or I don't know if they have in that state, in Detroit, I don't know if they have like an FOP. I'm not sure. That's the Fraternal Order of Police. It is like if you don't want to be a member of the PDA, it's an alternate. I know that they had it when I was a correction officer, and some people would be a part of that. So or the PBA, but they both have legal services that when you pay your dues, you get access to legal services for crimes that you may commit. And even in this case where he's innocent until proven guilty, if he is a member of the PBA, I'll say the PBA because I know the PBA is like something that is like worldwide. I don't know about the FOP. I know that in the state in the state where I live at, it's common statewide, but I'm not sure if it's worldwide because I wasn't a member of the FOP. So I used to be, when I was in law enforcement, a member of the PBA. So anyway, Anderson 37 is being investigated for possibly sending an inappropriate text to the girl on February 22nd of 2025, guys. Not even a month ago. It's March 12th. So these allegations, and I like the swift, the swift justice. And so that means that this young lady immediately told her father. Her father posted the messages to Instagram, I believe. I think it's Instagram. So let's see. These allegations are concerning, troubling, to be exact, Detroit Police Chief Todd Bedison said in a statement. Because the alleged crime occurred in the city of Warren, the Warren Police Department has taken the lead on the investigation. Pursuant to DPD's policy, our internal affairs unit is conducting a parallel administrative investigation. Earlier today, I suspended Officer Anderson from duty. Next, I will submit paperwork to the Board of Police Commissioners to remove Officer Anderson from our department payroll. So, yeah, I guess he's innocent and so proven guilty. So, I can understand why maybe they have this step, put in place so that they're making sure they're crossing their T's and dotting their I's. Because, like I said, I'm pretty sure if anybody that's in law enforcement would become a member of whatever the PBA, or if they have another association, because like I said, if you get into trouble, and I'm not talking like stupid stuff like this, if you get into situations where, hi Justly, good evening, thank you so much for coming, thank you so much. I miss you. I think you was here yesterday, but yeah, I had an emergency. It's my mom, and so I missed you guys. I'm home early tonight. So yeah, I thought I'd, go over this story here, because I saw it and I just was like, wow. The last time I was here, not yesterday, but when I was sick, I saw it. I said I'm going to cover that next. And then the emergency happened with my mother. So I've been at the hospital for my mom, and today I'm home a little early. So let me just get this advertisement off here, because they're not advertising anything. All right, so Warren Police investigation. Warren Police said they began investigating Anderson last month after the girl's parent reported the text messages. So let's see. This is on March. This article is from March 8th. So this happened on February 22nd. So they began investigating when her parents reported text messages. Remember, he was the boyfriend of her mother. So let's go right there. Okay. So the advertisement ain't really, it's just some whatever. So investigators said Anderson sent numerous actualized messages to the child during late night and early morning hours. They said he deleted the text and told the girl to do the same. Sound familiar? Jarvis Butts, also from Detroit. I told y'all they got some pretty nasty stuff coming out of Detroit, and it's being, exposed and shared on a national level, which is important, which is great. And which, in this case, this is a police officer. Everybody should know, because if anybody doesn't know, a lot of these police officers like to get fired, move. They're supposed to do a thorough investigation. A lot of these places don't, and they hire these bozos somewhere else. And guess what? If you do research, there's a high recidivism rate for when it comes to PDFs. And so that you're texting a 12-year-old girl, you're a PDF. So they do repeat offend a lot. And so that's why and so what he's looking at, they said, is 4 years, possibly 4 years incarcerated. But I can guarantee you this is probably not his first time, not his first rodeo. Yeah. So they said he deleted the text and oh Lord, there's this advertising. Stop seeing. Yeah, I don't want to see that. Not interested in. We're not interested in no ass. Okay, let me put this up here. We're not interested in their ass. Okay, so investigators said Anderson said, okay, so they said he deleted the text and told the girl to do the same, but they recovered the deleted messages. He's a cop. The true crime community knows all too well about that. Come on now. So, which matched what the parent had told them. The parent. So you notice they said the parents up front, plural now, the parent, because it's the father of the child. So Anderson was arrested Monday without incident. Warren police continue to investigate electronics to see if there are any other victims. Thank goodness that they are doing this. Expose them. Warren police continue to investigate electronics to see if there are any other victims. Anyone with information about this case or others involved in Anderson is asked to call 586-574-4816 or email jtalos@warrenpd.org. I will be putting that in the description. Just in case anybody's watching from Detroit. And of anyone that was ever befriended by this police officer. They like to befriend children. They like to be the neighborhood hero and all this stuff, and I'm the mentor, and all this other stuff, like just out of the blue, out of nowhere. If that it was one of your children, or a child that in Detroit, please reach out to reach out and call 586-574-4816 or email jtalos@warrenpd.org. I will be putting that in the description of this video. So the officer faces felony. Who wrote this? An office faces felony charge. I guess it's okay. So on Tuesday, Anderson was arraigned at the 37 District Court in Warren on one count of accosting a child for immoral purposes, which is a 4-year felony. He pleaded not guilty to the charge. He's being held on a $200,000 bond, cash surety and/or surety. If he's released, Anderson must wear a GPS tether, isn't allowed to have contact with anyone under 17 years old. They kill me with that. He's a police. Yes, justly he is. He was. Under 17 years old and isn't allowed to use the internet. Child, that is going to be hard. Just look at him, y'all. Get a good look at this creep. Because that's what you are, sir. How dare you? And the woman that he was dating, she has to feel betrayed. Hopefully she feels very betrayed. So a probable cause conference is scheduled for 8:45 a.m. y'all on March 18th. Wow, I may have to cut. Hold on, they got an avatar. We're not. Child. I don't want to see that. Stop. Why this? I don't. Yeah. Listen, because I'm trying to do something. I'm not interested in these ads. Okay, we'll try not to show that. Don't show me no ads. Stop that on it. A probable cause conference is scheduled for 8:45 on March 18th. Warren police said a court hearing is scheduled for March 25th. So he has a cause conference on the March 18th. Which I probably will not be here for if there's something that they're going to live stream, which I don't know, like their conferences, they seem not to be live streaming Jarvis's conferences, but this is a police officer. I don't weigh them any difference. Jarvis, this ex-cop creep. But the conference, they seem to not I live stream it, but if they, I'll cover it. I'll go over it, like, when I can. Warren police said a court hearing is scheduled for March 25th. So he has a hearing on the 25th. Hopefully they will stream that. I'm not sure. So I will try to look into the case and see. In between, sometime I have some downtime when I'm, at the hospital, if my mother's sleeping or she's going to a test or something like that. I'm able to look up some things. So we'll see. So the safety and well-being of our children is our top priority. Macomb County Prosecutor Peter Lucido said we should be able to trust police officers to protect our children, not prey on them. These charges reflect our commitment to holding offenders accountable, no matter their position, and ensuring justice for the most vulnerable members of our community. Text message shown in screenshots. This case appears to stem from screenshots taken by the girl's father. These kids don't know who to trust. Just Lee, you said a whole mouthful right there. So he posted them on Facebook. I thought it was Instagram. It's Facebook. I stand corrected. And accused Anderson of trying to groom his daughter. I feel the same. Like, this is the grooming process. You're in the home with her. Lord be a jail cell. Lord be a Bubba. And he gonna have to be in protective custody because you, not only you are a PDF, police officer, you part of the team that arrested the people that's behind the wall. Now, come on, y'all. So here are the text conversations from that post. It's unclear in what order these conversations happened. So they are breaking it down here, though. They're saying they're unsure in what order that they are showing, but the way the father screenshotted them and gave them to the police, they have them listed at, here's the first conversation, the second conversation, but then I saw above that they're saying they don't know in what order that they came in. So let's go. Here we go. So it says, girl, this is the girl, and then it's Anderson. So she says, playing games with my friend. So, he probably asked her, what was she doing? Because that's right. That's kind of fair. Playing game with my friend. What game y'all playing? Roblox. Oh, you should play the Sims free play game with me. That's a grooming tactic, y'all. It's fun. He don't deserve peace. He is in the power of trust, and an officer, he knew better and knew what he was doing. He doesn't. However, the jail is going to, it is not really for, I'm going to say, they're going to tell you it's for the safety. It's for his safety, but it's really for the safety of the jail, right? Because no matter what he's arrested for, if something happens to him, his family can then sue the jail and they probably will get money. He was in your custody. You weren't watching him. How did you allow this to happen to him? You knew he was an officer before he was arrested. You knew all the stuff. So Allie, I know you work in, work in law enforcement with juveniles. So like, they really, really like, think about it. Anything that happens in a facility, they always come for the institution. They're going to always sue. They're going to always like do all of that. So they are really, protecting themselves, really, basically protecting like the taxpayers' money, protecting like the whole town. That's the way you have to look at it. Like, because really, if they can let them loose, they're going to let them loose. Because now, even though that's corrections, and they're the cop, when you're law enforcement, and they always come with that dumb quote, back the blue. I'm not backing like anybody. I'm not standing firm with anyone that's wrong. That is just it. My stance, my take on things. That's how it's always been with me. I'm not backing anyone that's wrong, or or that's especially a crime against children. Come on now. I'm not I'm backing what? I'm not, and I'm not backing nobody that's intentionally trying to throw their authority around because somebody committed a crime and they have time to serve in order, for their sentence. I was not into that. Like, they're here to serve their time. They're already in jail. This is punishment enough. Now, you got some inmates that come to jail. They continue to act up. They don't have no filter. They just doing all that. Okay, so there are, they have things in place for that. Um, the whole for 30 days. They don't have no television privileges and stuff like that. But for like, just going in there and just purposely bothering people because I can, because I got a badge and I can't. No, I'm not doing all that. Just making your job harder. You're right. And I know that they do anything happens, they come. That's right. And it's going to not just hurt the Department of Corrections. It also falls on the taxpayers and everything else, because they look at all that stuff at the end of the year. Like they look at all that stuff at the end of a fiscal year. And trust me, when homeowners' taxes and stuff go up, all that stuff is taken into account, believe it or not, but it is. And it happens so often. That's just how I feel. Like, yeah, this is why I didn't work in adult corrections. But well, I don't know where you are, but where I am, I know I would never work in juvenile corrections. They had a straight connection to CPS. And a lot of times they're calling CPS and it's bull crap. It's because something that they did. I knew a couple of officers that worked over there, and they were like, oh man. I said, I would never work in adult, in corrections with adults. It was like, but these kids over here be giving us a run for our money. They want to assault people, and then, you got to break it up. Now, you're breaking up kids. You're breaking up a fight. They're, children are fighting. You're breaking them up. These kids are not just, fighting or windmilling like this and slap. Like, they hard down fighting. We don't know whether or not they're shaking. But you have to separate them and get in the middle of them to break them up. They may get bruised in the scuffle. That's just what it is. You start a fight. That's just what it is. I'm going to call CPS and tell CPS you was now in that case. The officer's not wrong from breaking it up, as long as they didn't put their hands on them. But these kids got carte blanche to CPS. I'm going to call CPS and just tell. And even some of the officers that I knew over there, they said that the kids were just, even like for simple things, you can't do this, you can't do this. It's just the rules. They'd be like, well, I'm going to call CPS and tell them this. I ain't got time. Listen, I ain't got time. So anyway, let's get to this. So it says, she says that game never works for me. So Sims free play never works for her. Sims free play to me is like more like it's an adult, from what I see, it's like it's kids and adults play it, but a lot more adults to me was playing that game than kids were. I don't know. Maybe what do I know? I'm not a gamer anymore. I used to be, but I'm not like a gamer anymore. I don't. So why? So it says works for me. Why? You can date, family, partner, and more on there. I was getting ready to say now, this don't make no sense, but it make you can date. That is grooming. You can date, family, party, and more on there. That's grooming, y'all. Glitch, she said. He says, damn, and he spells the word like like you can't put it in the chat, but he spells it like the way. Just take the wheel. Lord, please be a jail cell for this man for 4 years. Don't let him get no time off for time served. He said, I was hoping you stayed another day. Why you leave? Had to go to school. He says, wow. So wait a minute. Does she live with her father? Are you okay with me texting you this late? Now, if you ask that goddamn, where's my sound? It's not hooked up. If you ask this girl that question, then you know that it's not okay. She's 12. How late was it? She said, sure. IG. So she put it says the girl, I guess, in parentheses. I don't know if she thought this is an old man. Maybe he don't know what IG means. I would have been like, sure, myself. Am I showing my age? Oh. So it says, here's a second conversation. This is Anderson. Oh, well, you looked good. My blink rate is like Jermaine Bass right now. What? She said, is someone in parentheses up. Is he talking about her mother? Y'all, is he talking about this girl's mother to her? So she must live with her father. He says she knocked out. The girl says, oh, where? And it was a name there. Sleep too. Oh, you been okay though? He says. She says yes. He says, all right, if you want to keep texting, you will have to keep our conversation between me and you on some friendly type stuff, question mark. Where's the barf bag? She said, okay, so she must live with her father. She said, my dad. Shout out to this goddamn daddy here, okay? She said, my dad goes through my phone, shrugging emoji. Oh, laugh out loud. Well, delete these messages. If you figure something out, let me know, Z. We going to take a trip soon, too. Ciao. She said, huh? How? You need a second phone. Shut the god dag on front dag on door. No, I got an iPad. He says your iPad is connected to your iPhone, so your message can be seen. He's so smart, he's stupid. But you didn't know that they can retrieve those messages. Okay, y'all. Create a new text now number or something. I don't know. But delete these messages and from your trash. Let me know when you create a safe line to text you on. I made a new account on my iPad. Here's the third conversation. She must have said, I'm going to a dance. He said, what type of dance? She said, a Valentine dance. He said, you got a date? Nope. I'm going with my friends. He said, cool. You can be real with me. I don't care if you curse or be yourself. I won't tell your people. She said, he said, I'm going to treat you like you're grown. You're mature enough. She's 12, y'all. She says, okay. He said, how you feel about that? She says, all right. I made that all right out. Yeah, I'm proud of myself. So here's the fourth conversation. He said, I'm confused. Can your people look into your iPad? What do you mean? Can your people see your messages on your iPad? She said, what people? Your dad. Grandma? My dad goes through every one of my devices. Oh, if you find a safe way for us to text, let me know. Dang, you tried that already. But make sure you delete all these text messages, even in your messages trash. Nice talking to you, though. He keeps reiterating that. And at this point, he might be texting the dad. So when he posted the screenshots, the girl's father included a long message on Facebook. And here is what the heck he said. Y'all see what this looks like? Tell me what it looks like to you. But I've been holding this in for about a week and some change. But I can't no more. It's been on my mind real heavy. I took the proper precautions, went to the police and everything. It's a waiting game. And it only seems like when you put things on the internet, That's when things get handled. But this man thought it would be okay, he put that in all caps, to text my 12-year-old daughter at 2 in the morning, y'all. It was 2 a.m. on this, excuse me, on at 2 in the morning on this type of time. And the craziest part about it, he's your Detroit finest. He's a police officer, which he swore oath to protect and serve. I did not read this, and I had said that earlier. He took an oath to protect and serve, but he's not standing on that. I don't do this internet stuff at all. But what's wrong is wrong, and he knows better. Well, I thought so. My daughter not knowing what type of time he was on. So that's why she was texting back thinking he was being normal. But she felt something was very off. So she sent the messages to her auntie, which I am proud, very proud of my daughter. I'm proud of her too, sir, for even knowing something wasn't right. I assured her every day moving forward, she did the right thing, and I'm proud of her. He just don't understand how uncomfortable and unsafe he made my daughter feel. That warrants a kicking when you get out. When you get out, so me and you, the Lord won't handle it, but we may have to square it on up, because they should take his weapons should be retrieved, because now he's a danger. He should not be allowed to have any weapons. His duty weapons, his off-duty weapons. What other weapons do he have? Take his weapons and then make him bring out the fists. Daddy, whoop his head. Yeah, I know what I mean. So, made this 12-year-old girl feel very uncomfortable. Now, mind you, 12-year-olds can't, they're not mature enough to know, but she was mature enough to know that something wasn't right. Why you want to be texting me 2 a.m. in the morning talking about when you going to treat me grown and mature? You okay with that? That's why y'all know this is not the first time that he did it. Ciao. So anyway, this situation could have been a lot worse. I'm just putting awareness out here, because it ain't no telling who he all did this to. Pretty much, he was grooming my daughter, and I don't like that. And I'm glad she sees me taking this situation very seriously to ensure her that I'm here for her and I got her back. That man does not deserve a badge. And that was a day after my birthday on March 3rd. Child father on Facebook post at 8 a.m. on March 3rd, 2025. Here's our initial report on the story from Local 4 News at 11 p.m. I'm not going to play that video. We already saw the video. And shout out to the reporter and the author of this article, Derek Hutchinson. Sir, we used your article for, under the Fair Use Act of 1976. And thank you so much for sharing that. Salute to the dad, salute to the auntie, and salute to baby girl for knowing that, feeling that something wasn't right. And that's why I always say, I think parents should provide a safe outlet for children. If they don't feel comfortable talking to you, I feel comfortable talking to my aunt, and that's my daughter. Like, what, she just doesn't feel comfortable talking to me about something. She may talk to her dad about something she may not feel comfortable talking to me about. But then there's always her brother. There's always my sister, and that she feels pretty comfortable with, and my mother, she feels pretty comfortable with telling her something. She has a lot of different outlets and avenues to reach out to someone, but if you touch my daughter in that way, you're probably going to get caught, uppercut, whatever. But if you make my daughter feel uncomfortable, and it doesn't make a difference what it is, she's going to come to me, and when she comes to me, she's going to come to me in tears. So it doesn't, make a difference about that, but there may be some other things she don't feel comfortable about. I know she went to my sister about something. that she didn't feel comfortable speaking with me about, and it wasn't anything to alert me about. It was a part of growing up. So, but I know she went to her, but yeah, I mean, it was, not anything like that. She just felt more comfortable, something she had a question about. But more than likely, she does come to me, and especially when people make her feel uncomfortable. She does not like that. She will come to me in a minute. I don't like she doesn't even like people like breathing and hovering over her. She doesn't like that. She doesn't. She gets very. I don't like that. He was breathing down my neck. He didn't even give me 5 feet, or she was breathing down my neck. She would. Oh, I don't like people being close to me. That's like that's just how she is. So, Just Lee, I do agree with you. Salute to the daggone dad and the aunt and this baby girl who was like, listen, I don't feel comfortable. I don't know if this is right or not, but auntie, look at this. And I guess it took them some time, but I'm glad that they got him off the force. Now, are the children safer because of it? I doubt if this is going to be his last rodeo, because I don't think it was his first rodeo. How about that? So Just Lee also says that you can just tell she knew something when she told him her dad checks all of her devices. So she first said just the phone, but she said she got an iPad, and then she whipped it out on him, but you already started texting her. So, but maybe she was deleting the text messages as he said, and then she saved some. Maybe I'm not sure. It doesn't specify which is what is what. But if you telling me to erase something because my dad goes through my things, then this conversation probably is not appropriate. What probably tripped her? You know what probably got to her? When he said, we're going to go on a trip soon. And she said, huh? How? She probably got scared after that point. What do you mean we're going on a trip? How are we going on this trip? Is anybody going to know we're going on this trip? Like, believe it or not, these kids see some of these cases as well. And so, about all these children that are missing and stuff like that, and they're looking for children, this one is missing, this one, like they see this stuff as well. And it seems like the father is checking the devices and everything like that he tried, like he said, he tried to take the necessary precautions to make her safe, and to make and to also, now that this has been brought out, to make her feel like every chance he gets that she did the right thing, because she did. This creep shouldn't be a cop. He shouldn't be able to work at the store. He shouldn't be. I don't know where you want to work, sir. You might want to. I don't even. Are you? Is he safe in the graveyard? You can only work in the graveyard after the family leaves. I mean, I don't know. Dig the plot. You got to go out. Family comes. Does what they doing on the plot. They leave. You come back and you go ahead and put the dirt on the grave. Okay. Because when you gonna work? You shouldn't be allowed to work nowhere. Everywhere you go, there's children. This is why I can't believe like a certain celebrity married a PDF. He can't even take his son to school. Can't take his son to the park. Can't take his son for a walk. Because that there's kids next door. So where can you go? They're gonna be a miserable life. Child. All right, Allie. Let's see what Allie says. Glad this girl went with her feeling that something was not right, and went to someone about it, and didn't ignore the feeling of something don't feel right with this. I am so glad that she did also, and I'm very proud of that 12-year-old girl. We need more dads like this to be hands-on. Like, listen, all right, let me give me that phone. Let me see. But there is ways, and I did share, and I'll share again here. There's way, if you have an iPhone, they have something on the iPhone where you can control what apps your children download. You control when their phone call comes on, when their phone goes off, all of that. They can't download any apps unless you approve it. So you'll get a ping to your phone, and it'll say, whatever your child name is trying to download, do you approve or disapprove? You have to approve it in order for them to download it. So my daughter's phone used to come on at 7 a.m. in the morning, and I forgot up to what age it used to go off at 8, and then like I moved the time to 9, and then like my daughter's a little older. She's older now, but like in the 9th grade, she used to be so mad. Why am I in the 10th grade too? Why am I think I just probably just eased up just a little bit, but not really. Why my phone come on and go off? Because you ain't got no dag on business, and they ain't got no dag on business calling you after a certain time. Y'all are children. You need to be going to school. Where are their parents? And then her dad takes her to the mall. He ain't leaving her. He gonna just, fall in the back because she with friends. I told y'all how the girl mother don't know the father from a can of paint. Don't know her father from a can of paint. Ain't say, hi, my name is such and such. This is my daughter. Do you mind if she tags along with your daughter? This is my number. When you guys are done, please give me a call. Or, is it okay? Call me 10 minutes before or 15 minutes. I'm over here. I want to drop my damn daughter off any damn way. Like, what is wrong with you, lady? And for him to be a concerned father, he was pissed. Like, what if I would have just took her daughter? She didn't know me from can of paint. How's she going to drop her daughter? I'm watching my daughter. I'm making sure my daughter is all right. Now, what if I would have took her daughter when she left and went out, right? We just went right on out the door, came right onto my car. You didn't know what he was driving or nothing because they were already out the car. My daughter and her father were standing right there at the entrance so they could see them. The mother just dropped her. See you. See you later. What if that was the last freaking time that you saw her? Because you had something to do and you left her with a man that you didn't ask no questions. You didn't ask him anything. Was it okay? You didn't introduce yourself? Nothing. So what, my daughter go to school with your daughter. My daughter didn't know you either. She know your child because she go to school with her, but she don't know you. Listen, I'm gonna say it like this. My daughter is a teenager, so for her birthday last year, 5 kids came here. And she was like, oh, Mom, we're going to be, and I was down there y'all should have seen me all in the TikTok videos. Just give me my money. Just give me my money. Hi, I'm her mom. I'm not the birthday girl. Y'all should see me all in the video. I'm the last one acting the dumbest. Right? I get it. I get it. Listen, I know y'all down here, and they not nowhere. They down in the living room. I'm not going upstairs. I like to have fun. I'm acting like, play this song. My daughter like, oh my gosh, why are you dancing? Why? Listen, I'm gonna have fun too. I want to join the party too. But anyway, so that's it. I just wanted to go over that case, and I'm going to go over the case to make sure that to see if there's any progress with the case, or if they come and let us know that they have made progress in this case and where what they're doing with it. So I'll keep you guys updated in regards to that. And also just keep in mind on June 20th that there's a final conference for Naziah Harris in the Jarvis Butts case, but jury selection starts October 6th for the Jarvis Butts case, and that is the start of the trial once jury selection starts. So, I don't know what's going on with the live streaming situation about like the conferences or whatever. But of course, like if the news is there, they'll normally play, something afterwards, and then I can, we can just go over it. But I'm always going to check to see if they are live streaming, and hopefully, I will be able to live stream. Like I said, I do think, I do believe that my mother's coming home in the next couple of days. I do believe that. And that's what we're believing and putting out there in the atmosphere, you guys. So thank you all for coming. And so, in my shows the same way each time. It wouldn't be me if I didn't tell you. Bring awareness that men get breast cancer too, because the stigma around the word breast. We changed the word to peck and or chest cancer over here. That's a long time justice for Naziah. Becca, yes, I think that October is a very long time, but I was looking for you too. I said, Becca, well, Rebecca is normally here. Was you here? My mind is all over the place because you done shorten your name to took the re off. I like Becca Cry. All right, so yes, they have added 40 new witnesses to the case. They can call up to 40 new witnesses to the Naziah Harris case. I see people talking about they got 40 new victims. They didn't say that. They said that they have 40 witnesses for the case. So during the preliminary, they don't normally go through the full case. They are just showing and proving enough to convince the judge that the trial the case should move forward with the charges against him. Because remember, he was incarcerated for something different. So once he was incarcerated for that, they already had began the investigation and looked into Naziah Harris. You have to turn on the all button. The bell, when you subscribe, if you turn on the all button, I don't know, some people say they have a hard time with that. And let me see, Rebecca, because before I don't want to tell you to hold on, let me just take a look here. All right, so unsubscribe and subscribe again and then hit all. I don't know, like it is not just it's all across YouTube. People are always complaining they don't get the notifications. So my sister, she's like, I never get a notification when you're going live, and I don't know why. I don't get all the notifications for the people that I turn it off for, but I get some of them. I don't have on all turn for too many people, but it's on. My sister said the same thing, and she's like, I never get any notifications. So I don't know what YouTube is doing. I don't know. My sister said she was going to look in a different her phone, because she's going to watch from her phone. So she said she was going to look in her phone settings to see if she had something turned off in the settings, because you might have to allow notifications on your phone for YouTube in general, not just for me. It's for YouTube in general, notifications. But they will only see your notifications if you turn them on for a specific channel. So that may be something that you can look into if you are on the phone. That you have to go into your settings and allow notifications from YouTube. So that's the only other thing that I can think of. But like I said, a lot of content creators complain about the same thing. Or a lot of subscribers to other channels or complain about the same thing. So I don't know what's going on with it. But just know that on June 20th, so that's just a final conference hearing. Trial starts October 6th. And that's going to be October 6th is for the jury selection. So oh yeah. Try that if you're looking from your phone. Go into your settings and then your notifications for YouTube. You have to allow notifications from YouTube, but they will only send you notifications if you subscribe. The people that you are subscribed to on YouTube, if you turn on that bell. So that may be it if you're going on for your phone. You're welcome. So there's going to be the 40 witnesses. Now, are they going to include the witnesses from the preliminary trial? But I believe that they said, I won't ever believe that. I don't like putting false stuff out here, because even some of the family members are putting stuff out here that is not true. And I'm like, what are we watching the same thing? And like, it is just so much like drama going on. Like, nothing matters but Naziah, justice for Naziah Harris, all that back and forth about who did what. We know that Janelle, the aunt, and Kiwana, they were the first ones to report this in 2022. So before, when you're misinformed, you really don't know. So Roxy Rocks came afterwards, but now they're bickering against each other. And, I saw a video. I'm not playing that over here. I saw a video of Roxy the day that they put the and I was like, okay, so I'm just happy for the family. So I'm just like, okay, yeah, Roxy, y'all heard me say that. But then when you really look into it and the information starts to come out, like, what is the deal? Like, what is really going on? Like, these two family members, they actually did. They reported this because it was reported to them. This is the sad thing right here by Naziah. It was reported to them by Naziah and another one of those children. They actually saw those children at a party they were attending, and they did not like the way that Jarvis interacted with the kids. Naziah told them that Jarvis touched her in her privates, and this was in 2022, and her cousin, and it hurt. So her great aunt Janelle made a CPS report in April of 2022. CPS did nothing. So Kiwana made a report in June of 2022. They did an investigation. I get so mad every time I have to get to this freaking part of the story. CPS spoke to Shannon Harris, Jarvis Butts, and the children. He explained to CPS. Now, I want y'all to know that he was on the SA registry list at that time. Since 2005, he has been on the SA offenders registry list. They spoke to him, and he said he said this boy did 10 years because he got someone. She was either 14 or 15 years old, pregnant, and he said he impregnated her. She told him when he met her that she was 18. Y'all know that old story that they all tell. She was 18. So now he's talking to the CPS workers saying, I'm being honest here. If you look up I have a case. So this doesn't look good for me. I've never touched any of my children, which he did. Trigger warning. The 4-year-old that he gave the media to was his child. It was one of his children. Now, I don't know whether it was Shannon's child. I'm not going to say that because I don't know that. It just said, because he was charged. that the child that was for was his child. I do know that Naziah is Shannon Harris's oldest daughter. If you go back to the text messages, I don't know what people, or sometimes people are just listening and they do get confused. I'm not talking about the people that are just, listening, and you may have been confused because you came in on the middle of the preliminary hearing, or you didn't see the first part or the second part, or you're not really, and that's why we should be bringing the truth to you guys with integrity if we're reporting on this stuff. Naziah Harris is Shannon Harris's oldest daughter. That is the young lady that if you even listen to his interrogation tape, he'll tell you, that's my daughter. I do not pick up one without the other. So basically he's telling him, I don't pick up Naziah without Naziah. I never do it. Yeah, because according to the text message, you was sleeping with Naziah. You was messing with your own daughter. If you remember the text messages, remember Naziah asked him, so what time are you picking up Naziah? Naziah is not the 9-year-old girl who testified in this case. The 9-year-old child that testified at the preliminary hearing was never named. I spoke to her father over on the DM on Instagram. I never asked him her name. Never asked him her name. What I said to him was, he started following me. And I said, hello, whatever. Tell your daughter she's a brave young lady for getting on the stand and speaking up for, in Naziah's honor. So I didn't say Naziah Harris, the whole name. I said in Naziah's honor, and her not being here. He tried to groom her by having relations with Naziah and Naziah, who is his daughter, in front of her. He didn't try her. That was the grooming. He was trying to start this grooming process. He brought her back the second time, had relations with Naziah and Naziah, and then he tried her, and she's like, no. That was Shannon Harris's twin, Marquita Harris. That was her daughter. However, Marquita is an asshole as well. Her and Shannon sleep with men together, allegedly. Let me say allegedly, even though that came from Marquita's boyfriend's mouth. He said it. He said it in an interview. I believe I had that interview up on my page somewhere. He said he met her on a dating app, and when they got together, they all got together. Okay, so it's just not nothing. If it's something that they didn't say, or something that I can verify from like a police report, a CPS report, or something of that nature, I'm not putting it out. All this other stuff I see flying across the internet, it is disgusting. There's only one thing that matters, and that is justice for Naziah Harris. But there's two things that matters. Excuse me. Why the hell them kids are still in the home of Marquita, Shannon, Annette, or anybody else? Those kids should have been removed from that home immediately, because if they listen to, I don't care about, you got these channels out here talking, I want to be politically correct, and I want to get rid of that. Lock Shannon and Annette ass up, is what I say. I don't care. It's not going to stop what they got going for Jarvis, but not going to stop it. It's not going to stop it. They already perjured themselves on the stand. Shannon in comments, windmilling in the comments about people, still protecting Jarvis, talking about that's my kid's father. How y'all want me to feel and all this other stuff. Girl, you don't know that people screenshot shit now? You don't know they screenshot and share? That is content to people. That is content to people. And they will put it out because it's content. And it also is showing that you're a liar. You said that you knew from the beginning that he was on the registry. He gave you the option of whether or not you wanted to deal with him or not because he was on the registry. And you said, and this came from you, because you were upset about what somebody was saying about you on a podcast. You called into the podcast and you were asked the question and you said, I heard you say out of your mouth, if society, he told me, but now you want to put in there, but I was just 19. Bitch, that don't matter. Like, stop. So when people try to say, oh, she's slow, she this, she that, yes, she may be a little delayed. Yes, she is. But if she know enough to cover this issue up, then she know that it's freaking wrong, okay? I had an aunt that was mentally challenged. She knew that, being touched inappropriately and stuff and touching people inappropriately was wrong. So don't tell me nothing about somebody being a little delayed or nothing like that. Like, they know right from wrong. And if she is covering this up, you're covering this up for Jarvis. So when CPS reached out to this girl in 2022, she said she had no idea about nothing. She was just learning all of this stuff. So you didn't have no idea that Jarvis Butts was a essayer on a registry, girl? You didn't know? You didn't know the reports? You didn't know Channel 7 Detroit was going to do that little piece, did you? You didn't know that your aunt and your cousin was going to be on there. Not just that. How about the aunt that pulled up the text messages between her and Shannon and put it in the news clip? You're the one that told the aunt that Jarvis, you knew that Jarvis was touching these kids, according to that freaking text messages. And you told the aunt, and this is how, what is so crazy is that after CPS came to investigate, because their hand was kind of forced, you sent your great aunt a message. CPS came and they spoke to me, Jarvis, and the kids. But your aunt confronted you with the fact that he was touching these kids. The fact that she witnessed how inappropriate he was with these children. So that is what, girl, you're not making no sense. And then you try to get on that stand in that freaking hallelujah dress that you had on. But when they camera down, it was we going clubbing. And then when they camera down further, it looked like I'm going to the rodeo and we gonna ride the horses. I didn't know which way you was trying to go, but about the neck, you looked like you was getting ready to be ordained to be a pastor or something. Girl, you're not fooling us. I don't understand why those children are still in the home. I don't understand that. I'll never understand that. I'm not somebody that's just out here reporting all crazy with no integrity. That is not who I am. Like for some, I only report what the court say, because all of this stuff matters. It matters because CPS was told in 2022. What's wrong with reporting that? I don't report all this other nonsense that people report, though. And I'm not going to sit here and report about Naziah Harris every day because there is nothing new to say. What is there to say? It's the only thing that there is to say about Naziah is that, about the hearing that Jarvis just had. Oh, yeah. And to bring everybody wanted to know when the court was, when the date, the court date, what happened in the last hearing, what date was we going to get for trial? Was he going to plead guilty? This, that, and the third. Everybody already knew that. I kept telling everybody it wasn't the trial date. It was a conference and pre-trial and calendar conference. So to let us know what is next. So now we have another one coming up on June 20th, a final conference. I don't know what they're going to discuss then, because they already gave us the start of trial, which will be October 6th. And I agree with Becca. That is a long time off. When they said October 6th, I was like, what? October 6th? All right, but whatever. They didn't care about those kids. They still don't care about those kids. They care about a check. They care, that's what they cared about. They cared about a check. How are we out here? We are virtual jurors. That is what we are. Virtual jurors looking at everything from before Naziah passed on that we can see from her TikTok, from her Instagram. And as virtual jurors, we can clearly see that the girl was with child. How y'all in the house with her? Y'all know she with child. But then y'all lying because Shannon, y'all took this girl to the doctor. She said she took a pregnancy test and she told Jarvis that it said she was not pregnant. Now she was supposed to go take another test. But this is how you can tell that this girl was so inexperienced. She was groomed by this 40-something-year-old man. She was begging him to get her a plan B. That girl was every bit of 5 or 6 months. You taking a plan what? That's not gonna work. She said because she getting too big. She can't take Jim no more with this baby inside of her. That's in the text messages. That's not nothing I'm making up. That's in the text messages that they read in court. That is in court. The Honorable Judge Aaliyah Sabri. Yeah, at the end she broke it all down. Like, listen, Jarvis, and guess what he was doing in this last court hearing? Sitting there with his head down like he was in the thing, in the preliminary hearing. When Judge Sabri said, Jarvis, what? Pick your head up and stand up. Lift your head up. You've been sitting there like you writing something, like you taking notes. He probably was over there doodling and drawing pictures. I'm going to go home. I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going to be found not guilty. I'm going home. Like, what was you writing, sir? He has 13 children that we know about and he thought it was a joke when he was in an interrogation room. I got about 3 girlfriends, a fiance. No, and you think that's cute? Did you tell him that some of your girlfriends, you didn't tell them they was underage, right? Because you like them underage, crippled and crazy. Anybody that gives this 4-year-old child a disease. Y'all, he being charged with this. He's being charged with this. The news reported it because they was in the courtroom. He just didn't go to the preliminary hearing. He was bringing board back and forth to court. Because they was steady investigating the Naziah Harris case. And let me tell y'all what I saw the other day was very disturbing, Shannon Harris, because you seem to be skipping through these streets. And well, Naziah's name is not in this tag or her thumbnails. She's not on the thumbnail, but you seem to be skipping through these streets, going in comments, arguing with people. But I know that this comment was from a while ago, nothing recent. I know that it was from like a while ago. I'm not talking about a while ago before Jarvis was arrested or Naziah was missing. It was after that when they were trying to put the pieces together about what happened to Naziah. That this sick wench got in the comments. This is why I don't feel nothing for her. I don't feel sorry for her, not one day. And I understand that she may have been essayed, and I'm not somebody that victim shamed or blamed. But this is the comment that she left because people are outraged and upset. And so somebody said, it's really a shame that grandmother and that aunt know more than what they are saying. Like, pregnant, and because some YouTubers are putting out this false BS, to get clicks and views because, they need to get their check. And they trying to get that big bag. Want to talk about she was found with the baby. No, she was not. So somebody repeated that bull crap. Where she at? Yeah, we heard she had the baby. Where she at? And so Shannon said, well, yeah, how about y'all tell us where Naziah at? And what did she have? A boy or girl? Where she at? How about y'all tell us? And then her sister Marquita was putting up misleading posts saying, y'all need to stop and mind y'all business. Naziah was seen the other day at the gas station. This was after she was gone, y'all. So do we feel sorry for them? No, we don't. I don't. So they perjured themselves on the stand, and little do they know, unless they flee, you're going to be subpoenaed again. And I hope you remember everything you said on the stand, even though everything you said on the stand was a lie. And how they got their asses is, see, the cops are trying to keep a tight rein and hold on this thing. So that's why I feel pretty confident that Annette and Shannon is going to get arrested. I just don't know when they are going to do it. And I kind of like picked that up when Detective Jones asked her, "Is this your number? Is these the text messages that you?" And so she was like, "Oh, well, that number up there, no, that's not. Oh, that ain't." So she was like, "So this not anything from a number you had?" No. She was like, "Well, just like her mother couldn't see Jarvis in the courtroom. Not, and you was riding with him. He was taking you places and stuff like that. After you and Shannon wasn't supposed to be together. Y'all can child." I said, "Oh, she did that. She had a whole performance in court. Meanwhile, he coming to the house doing stuff for you, taking you child." Anyhow, she's like, "Oh, no, that ain't. Oh, that's not your number." So did Naziah ever use your number or your phone or something? Well, because she ain't have no phone. She did have a phone. Stop fucking lying. She had a phone and an iPad. Y'all up there on the stand, your mother trying to be indignant on you. So when I bought her the iPad, what was it? It was for her. What birthday was that? It was for her. Oh no, Naziah ain't had no phone. She ain't had no phone. Naziah, she didn't have no phone, but she would come to me like, Shan, can I use your phone to text? I started to send a message, and that was it. I'll go ahead and let her use the phone. You know what I'm saying? She had a phone. Her phone was broke at one point because she asked Jarvis to buy her another phone, according to the text messages. And y'all remember the text message that Shannon Harris sent Jarvis Butts? Do you need Naziah for anything? Anything like what, Shannon? It's all in the text messages. Now, we did go over the text messages. I did play the video where the detective read all of those text messages. If it's something y'all want to go through again, I don't know. Y'all let me know. I'll be willing to sit through the bull crap again, but the video is on my page already. So, I mean, if y'all want to go through it again, just let me know, and then I can schedule something. We can go through those text messages and listen to them again. They are liars, and it all came out in the text messages. So, what I believe that Detroit did, I believe that they didn't tell them nothing about them text messages, because remember, he told Naziah, just like this cop did, to erase those goddamn text messages and she erased most of them, but some of them she didn't. But it's okay. The ones that she didn't erase, they were able to freaking retrieve. And boy, did it open up a pot of freaking gold. When it comes to Shannon and Annette and all the freaking lies that they got on the stand and testified under oath in that preliminary hearing. So I like to know, I'd like to hear how y'all gonna come back from this now, because y'all know that the messages exist. But I heard that these detectives in Detroit, when it comes to this Naziah Harris case, we don't have, and they don't have to put out all of the evidence in a preliminary trial. They only put out enough, and those text messages basically buried not only Jarvis Butts, but buried. So Rebecca, then I will do that, and I'll do it on a different day. We can go over them again. But not only buried Jarvis Butts, but buried Shannon and Annette Harris as well. Because everything y'all I'm trying, y'all. Everything that y'all sit on this, everything that y'all testified to, the majority of everything y'all testified to under oath was a freaking lie. And the Oscar, the real Oscar goes to Annette Harris. Do you see Jarvis Butts in a courtroom? I'ma act like, and you can't tell now. I think that that was calculated and it was planned. Because if you saw the video about with when they went over to Marquita and her boyfriend's house, when he talked first before they confronted them, he said, Shannon is over here all the time. I'm very uncomfortable. But they're on the phone with their mother. Their mother is telling them what they need to say, what Shannon needs to say when they go to court. He said, I said, wait, just Shannon wait and gave it all up because he don't want to be in the middle of that. Because he was not, I think he came late. And he used to be over in that house too. But, you know, he didn't live there. He said it was very weird. Everything was very weird over there. And Annette, the Oscar went to Annette when they said, you see Jarvis Butts in the court. Like I said, I think that was, the response was very calculated. And the whole thing was very calculated because they knew that they were going to ask, DC Jarvis Butts in court. That's why I was so glad the judge called them out. What's up, Nessa? What's up, girl? We get ready to get out of here, but glad you were able to stop by. So the award went to Annette Harris when they asked her, did you see Jarvis Butts in the courtroom? And she said, oh, I can't see. I need my glasses. I can't. I need my glasses. I don't know if I see him. He the only freaking defendant sitting there in a goddamn green suit. My daughter got my glasses out in the hallway because you know she couldn't come into court because she was going to testify. She was going to test a lie. Excuse me. Let me change that. Let me correct that. I stand corrected. She was going to test a lie. So. My daughter got my glasses. Yeah, okay. Can we get your glasses? You'll be able to. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You get the glass. Oh yeah, there is. There is right there in the green. Bitch, get your gown. You going to the Oscars, bitch? Try to act like you don't know him. Well, it's Jarvis Butt, and every question they ask you, they already know the freaking answer to. Does Jarvis Butts come to the the house and the kids go outside because that's what we was told? Do all the kids go outside when he come? Only his kids. Only his kids. So Naziah never goes outside when he comes. When he comes, Shannon. Only if I go out there. If I don't go out there, she don't go out there. Only when I go out there. Girl, listen, he was in the house, in the basement, up in her bedroom to stole her panties while she wasn't home, when she didn't go to school, but she was out and she wished she was home. And it's everything that it's just the text messages, baby. They talk about Shannon in the text messages. She talking about come upstairs and give me the D. Or he texting her, is you in the basement yet? Yeah, I'm in the basement. I done took my pick. Like, it is really hot and steamy. And I don't blame Naziah for not one text message that she sent to this 40-something-year-old man. Not one. Not one. We will not Naziah Harris shame. Not here, we're not. And the reason why I've never really seen anybody Naziah Harris shame, but I did when I did the comparison videos about the similarities and the close parallels between the stories of Naziah Harris and Ayanna Sawyer. And so I do post it on my TikTok when I'm going live over here. It was a man left a comment under the video. They was hot in the AASS out. Okay. I don't even think you follow me, but I'm gonna go on ahead and just go on and block you so you can't follow me, okay, for free over here on TikTok. Because anytime a grown behind man grooms a child, that's all that they know. And for Naziah to tell them that he touched them, now we're seeing in the CPS reports back in 2022 when it hurt. She's thinking in her mind, oh, well, I guess I'm just stuck here. I might as well go on ahead with the flow because I'm stuck. They done made a report. They done talked to us. You done talked to me in front of this. Did you talk to... Wait a minute, y'all. And I was about to make this point and I kind of got sidetracked. CPS left it up to Jarvis. CPS left it up to Jarvis Butts to decide whether or not they put a security plan in place for the kids that he was accused of essaying. And of course, he said no. No. I don't want any security measures put in place. Those are my children. I want to see my children. Even if we're going to go with the theme, those are his children. Naziah Harris is not his child. Even if we're going with that. But he was not only doing it to Naziah, he was also doing it to Janiyah, which is his child. Yeah, y'all remember the text messages? In the text messages, Janiyah asked him, what time you going to pick Janiyah? He said, I'm not. He said, she's not coming today. Her mother said, no, not today. What does that mean? She said, Naziah says, good. He's like, why you say that? She said, because she be doing too much and I want you all to myself. Do we really need to do we really not know how to read between the lines? She be doing too much and I want you all to myself. We already read in the messages earlier how she told him just me, her in the basement is going to be real quick in and out just a couple times. He groomed her. So yeah, he groomed her to be exactly what he wanted her to be, to do exactly what he wanted her to do, to talk to him in exactly the way he wanted her to talk to him. What don't grown men get about that? Even Ayanna Sawyer was 15 years old when her uncle started. That ain't even her uncle either. He was married to her aunt. When he started with his shenanigans, and they stupid and take it to Snapchat, not realizing that Snapchat has changed a couple of times. Y'all, I'm going ahead. I was supposed to head out stage left before, and now I got wrapped up in the Naziah Harris thing, and I will, Rebecca. Like I said, my mom is in the hospital, but she's doing great. And I was home early today, so I'm like, let me go on ahead. But this was supposed to be real quick because I have some stuff I wanted to try and set up. I got some new things coming, and I wanted to try and set it up today. But I was like, I'm not going to cancel the live. I really missed them, and I enjoy my subscribers. I was like, guys really take my mind off things. But I wasn't able to come on because I was basically I have been at the hospital, and then yesterday I came on to give you guys an update, and yesterday I was so just exhausted and tired because if my mother needs something, she in the hospital, I'm not running out to the nurse's desk as if it's something that I could do. So that's just what it is. And like I said, she's made great progress and she's doing great. And I predict that she'll be home in a couple of days. And if not, it's only just because we're just waiting for some things to heal. But she's doing very, 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 very well. They go through stages. She's on a step down. They put on the step down lower than what she does not need to be monitored like that. So that was just a big accomplishment for us today. And so I'm here with you guys tonight. Thank you for praying for my mother. She is awesome, sweetest person I know, not just because she's my mother, just because she just is. And so yeah, that is where I have been and why I have not been on here on the YouTube. But I'm not stopping. It's just that I just have to step in and set boundaries and stuff like that, and be there for my mother. I normally am. What time is it? 12:23. Sometimes I'm just on the way home. For the most part, I stay there and put me out. Listen, y'all doing well? Okay, I'm going right on ahead. Y'all know. And so since they moved us, she stepped down. They moved her today, and so she's on a different floor. And I'm like, okay. And the nurse was like, oh, they already told us upstairs. They already let us know. Oh yeah, what y'all need to know? What didn't they tell y'all? All right. I think they gave me a little test before I left today too. Wait a minute, hold on. Bing, what happened to my mama's asthma pump? That's not something that you guys have to bring back and forth. They left it at the bedside and the nurse brought it down. It was in her hand. I mean, her name is on it. So what happened to my mama's asthma pump? She oh, I think the pharmacy. Why would the pharmacy take that back? That's prescribed to her. That's hers. And she needs it. My mother has asthma. She needs a pump. Why the? Oh, we're gonna. Oh, let me get because I think that don't even make sense. When did the pharmacy come down here? Just say you misplaced it, or I don't know if you was testing me. This, but they've been. Like I said, I commend them. They've been above board. Everybody has been. awesome and wonderful. And even when I'm not there, like the daytime nurses is like when they was moving her today, the nurses was like, oh, like why? Like can the nurse was like, I can't even say that, but she said sometimes we want to say, can you take the other patients because like she just is the sweetest. She gotta go because she doing better, y'all. She don't need to. She don't need y'all all fussing over her like that. And then I'm here all the time, all day long. Yeah. Good morning. Good to hey y'all. Good morning. What's going on? You didn't go home yet? Oh, so our day nurse ain't get in yet, huh? What? I got out there a little late today. It was like, you a little late today. I don't think it's going to be happening every day. I just had to take care of something before I came in, but I'm glad you noticed. You have to. You have to be advocates for your family members when they're in situations, because if not, and of course, I told you about my mother's old roommate, and of course, it's HIPAA, and I'm trying to remember her because I used to call her Roomie. Hey, Roomie, and I promise y'all, I am going to find her. I think she's got to be she's one floor above where my mother is now, because my mother's right down on the floor before you kick you out. She's up top though. She's gonna be there for a while, but I'm gonna find her because I promise y'all, I wasn't that late, but I was late today, and I just so much going on. And the nurse was like, I don't have her today, but this is her nurse, and you need to tell her what happened, for the day until she got here. Because I'm getting ready to, what's going on. The doctors and all, they be like, okay, so this is what's going on, and let me let you know, and over here, and okay. Thank you very much, and nice to meet you, sir, because I heard so much about you yesterday, but you didn't appear yesterday, but your team was awesome. Nice to meet you today. I'm sure I'll be seeing you later. And that's just how that go, y'all. So just be there for your loved ones when they get into situations like these. Sometimes, you may have to take drastic measures and, to be there. Like, I don't know. But yeah, that one. And never let anybody exploit your family members, even if they're family members. Don't let them exploit your loved ones. It's not what this is about. Okay, that's not what we're doing. All right, y'all. So, as I stated, it wouldn't be me if I didn't leave the show like I always do, and tell you that men get breast cancer too. So, because of the stigma around the word breast, we use the word peck and or chest cancer over here to make the men feel a little comfortable. But let's stop that stigma and keep bringing awareness that men do get breast cancer. And to all of my ladies out there, please make sure that you're getting your mammograms. If you're not old enough to get a mammogram, fill on your boobies to make sure that you are all right. All right, because don't think you're too young to get breast cancer. You ladies out there, it's not something when it's just make sure that you are right. If anything feels lumpy or something like that, make sure you go to the doctor and get that checked out. You can get extra GYN. They do have like the self breast examination placards that you can hang in the shower that will tell you how to give yourself a self breast examination. They're awesome. So get that. And make sure that you are right, and don't you ever let anybody come into your house and disturb the peace that passes all understanding. I am Survivor Speaks. I'll see you guys later in the next one. Peace. Peace, peace.
Survivor Speaks is the name at the end of the day. People love me or hate me, I don't care either way. Breast cancer busted through like a thief in the night. A cancer's ass was knocked out before the end of the fight. A champion coming through, knocking everything out. This is hard if you see, I do nothing for clout. Just like cancer, I'll let nothing take me out. So be respectful when you step foot inside of my house. Over here to have your ass escorted on out. So hop up out the bushes, wrap your feet, take a seat, and get comfortable and chill with your girl. Survivor Speaks, yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Who, what? I'm Survivor Speak. What time is it? What time is it? It's time for you to hit that like and subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you get a notification each and every time that I go live. Yeah.